Hello everyone, I am Dr. Bhanudeep, pediatric neurologist, KIMS Cradles, Kondapur, Hyderabad. So as you are well aware, the coronavirus pandemic is affecting both elderly and even younger population as well, especially children. So as studies say, when compared to first wave, the second wave is rather rampant and fastly progressing. If it progresses rapidly, the third wave also is inevitable, and the children are most commonly affected even in third wave as well. So now I shall be briefly discussing on how the coronavirus will affect the brain. So the primary organ for this virus is lungs, followed by GIT, means the stomach and intestines, and the third most common organ is brain. So in brain, the most common symptom is seizures. So these seizures can occur either with fever or without fever. If these seizures occur with fever, it's called as febrile seizures or febrile fits. So in this kind of seizures, it's of two kinds, namely simple and complex. Simple means the seizure is rather generalized, and it should be only a single event, and it should be last less than 10 minutes. And if it is complex, the seizure should last more than 10 minutes, and it should be multiple events and in a day, and it is focal. Focal means affecting only one side of the body. So in case of simple febrile seizures, there is nothing to panic, and we should give crocin for fever, and we should add a tablet called as clobazam, also called as frisium, whenever fever occurs, in order to prevent the further episodes of seizures. And whenever the seizure occurs in children, the parents should not panic, and they should give a nasal spray called as midazolam. So midazolam spray is effective to stop a seizure, and they should make the child lateralize to one side of the position after the seizure, managed by a particular neurologist rather than by parents. And whenever the seizures last more than 10 minutes, they should refer to a particular neurologist. And some seizures due to coronavirus, they last more than 10 minutes, and they are also known as status. So at this point of time, these seizures should be managed accordingly. And then the second symptom is called as encephalopathy. Encephalopathy means the child will be lethargic, and he won't respond to certain commands, and like poor feeding and somewhat drowsy. So coronavirus can also lead to encephalopathy. And the third symptom is the GBS, also called as Guillain-Barré syndrome. Guillain-Barré syndrome is nothing but when the child suddenly after a febrile illness or without fever, the child will lose balance, and he will start tripping by his toes, or he will have recurrent falls. So in such a scenario, the child will by next morning or so, the child will be bedridden, and he can't walk as well. So in such cases also can be seen due to coronavirus. And also the fourth one is myelitis. In some children, myelitis is very commonly seen, and it will affect the whole spinal cord as well. So those children also will have difficulty in walking, and they will be bedridden within a short span of time, and they also will have difficulty in urination or constipation as well. And they might also have this sensory level. And the next symptom that is commonly seen is encephalitis or meningitis. Some cases are reported due to an infection in the brain called as encephalitis or meningitis. And compared to adults, where we see the stroke, loss of smell, loss of taste commonly, in children these symptoms are rather less commonly seen and very rare. So one should be cautious about these symptoms in children, and they should take care of the children accordingly, and they should recognize these symptoms early so that the appropriate treatment is given to them. And also, due to corona, one should not forget that the autism rates are rather increasing, because in corona times, both the parents, they will either work from home or they are in their own jobs, and the children are alone at homes, and they are nobody is there to interact with them. So in such cases, the children will play with the toys, or nobody is there to speak to them. So the case of autism is rather increasing. Autism means the child will have less social interaction. He will try to play alone, and he won't speak also, which will further lead to speech delay. And they also, some children with autism, they might develop toe walking, they might have loss of eye contact, and they will prefer to line up certain toys and play, and they won't interact and they won't speak with others. And so in such cases also, that are rapidly increasing due to this coronavirus pandemic. So I advise the parents to just interact with their children and spend time with them, and also reduce the screen time up to a maximum of 2 hours per day, such that these children will be able to interact and they will spend time, will speak properly. And also one should intervene these autistic children early, because once we miss the golden period of less than 3 years, this autism will progress rapidly, and it will lead to the further development of the autism. And also I saw a recent 2 cases of ALL or leukemia or blood cancers in children, and these children are rather prone to develop coronavirus because they are already on immunosuppressants like chemotherapeutic drugs, and it will further worsen the scenario, and they will develop coronavirus pneumonia, also called as COVID pneumonia, rapidly, and they will worsen rapidly as well. So children with leukemia should be carefully monitored and properly taken care of. So the last comment is, don't neglect the coronavirus pandemic, and early we should recognize these symptoms early and treat with a appropriate physician. Thank you very much.